Welcome to the Saul's Newsstand News Review for August 24th, 2018. This update is brought to you by the 60 Plus Association and the American Association of Senior Citizens. For more information, visit 60plus.org. If you want to go in-depth with the articles discussed in this video, there are links in the description below. On Tuesday, President Trump's former campaign chief, Paul Manafort, was found guilty of 8 criminal counts, including 1 count of failure to file foreign bank account reports. He was also found guilty of 5 counts of tax fraud and 2 counts of bank fraud. U.S. District Court Judge T.S. Ellis declared a mistrial on 10 remaining counts in the bank fraud and tax crimes trial after the jurors said they could not reach a consensus. At nearly the same time on Tuesday, Trump's former lawyer Michael Cohen pleaded guilty to 8 felonies in federal court for the Southern District of New York, marking the end of a months-long saga that burst into public view in early April, when FBI agents raided the attorney's home, office, and hotel room and seized hundreds of thousands of files. President Donald Trump spoke in support of Paul Manafort to reporters Tuesday during a campaign trip to West Virginia. The president said, "Paul Manafort is a good man. It doesn't involve me, but it's a very sad thing. It had nothing to do with Russian collusion." A day after ex-Trump lawyer Michael Cohen pleaded guilty to violating campaign finance laws, Democrats eager to prevent a conservative majority on the Supreme Court are seizing on the plea to demand nominee Brett Kavanaugh's confirmation hearing be postponed, as they label President Trump an unindicted co-conspirator. The White House, however, dismissed the move by Democrats as desperate and said that the hearing would go ahead as planned. Democrats pledged to block Judge Kavanaugh with everything they had. Frankly, this latest attempt looks increasingly desperate, White House Deputy Press Secretary Raj Shah said. The committee has a hearing scheduled for September 4th, and Judge Kavanaugh will be there. At the daily press briefing, Press Secretary Sarah Sanders called the calls desperate and pathetic. Senate Judiciary Committee Chairman Chuck Grassley said Wednesday, "I'm not going to delay Judge Kavanaugh's confirmation hearing. There is no precedent or logical reason for the Senate to decline to proceed on Judge Kavanaugh's nomination in these circumstances. It's just another attempt to block Judge Kavanaugh's confirmation by any means necessary." And finally, the bull market turned 3,453 days old on Wednesday. It's the longest period of uninterrupted gains in American history. The remarkable run began on March 9, 2009, in the ashes of the Great Recession and the scariest financial crisis since the 1930s. The current bull market began amid the emergency steps taken by the Federal Reserve, which set ultra-low interest rates and sought to spur investment further with billions of dollars in bond purchases in a program known as quantitative easing. The Fed began winding down these policies in 2014 and has lifted interest rates 7 times since December of 2015. Stocks got another shot of support in late 2017 when Trump and the congressional Republicans succeeded in pushing through an overhaul that cut the tax rate on corporate profits from 35% to 21%. President Donald Trump cheered the news after the S&P 500 closed for the 3,453rd straight time without a drop of 20% over the more than 9-year stretch. Longest bull run in the history of the stock market. Congratulations, America, President Trump said on Twitter shortly after the closing bell. And that concludes your Saul's Newsstand News Review for August 24th, 2018. For more political news faster, visit saulsnews.com.